Hello everyone and welcome to another spooky edition of Stag Radio. I am the director of the Avengers, Nick Fury, and I'm here with two lovely guests. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Oh, I'm Sophia and I'm a witch.
Well, I'm Christy and I'm a ghost. I've also ruined a perfectly good bedsheet for this, but anyways.
But this is going to be an episode in the spirit of Halloween. So the structure for today is that we are going to have some more spooky stories to tell, some conspiracy theories, and then some horror stories. So yeah, if you're watching, you can get a snack, you can relax, turn the lights down, get spooky with us. We're going to go in order from, I think, Sophia, then me, then you, for conspiracies and then horror stories. But before we get to that, I'm parched. Are you guys parched?
I'm so thirsty.
I'm so thirsty. So, what I've brought along today really is, underneath my sheath, is I've got some water, and then in addition, I've also got some water.
Well, that sounds great to
But
me.
you see, where ghosts are from, wherever that may be, water is best taken with some lime and some salt.
Right. The spectral realm always never ceases to
Exactly.
impress.
So this is how we'll be doing this. Now, I didn't think this through when I thought this costume. I haven't a clue how it's going to go now because my visibility is poor generally. With a bedsheet over my face, it gets worse. So who's doing the pouring?
Yeah, I'll let you.
Mine's ready.
Grand.
Sophia has the most sort of visibility and
Yep, this is on you.
dexterity.
Oh,
so
I'll do it. Which one
you
would
can go for it.
Do you want this water or this water?
We're for sure gonna have to speed through this. This up.
Oh, also water SK.
Surprise me.
I'm like Matt. I want water. I'm gonna have to say so. I can't see anything.
You can take it off, it's fine.
What a mess. If you're joining us after that was all cut out, then we're about to take our lovely water. All right, 3, 2, 1. That's not that bad for water.
That is delish.
That water really hit the back of my throat.
All right, so the first conspiracy story is from you.
Me.
Yeah.
All right.
Sophia.
So my conspiracy, right? It's not really a conspiracy, but it is. So basically, in
Starting
LA,
off strong.
In LA, you know how you got like the underground tunnels?
Mm-hmm.
My theory is that they do that to like use, and they use that to like. I'm not allowed to say that. No. Okay, they have like a whole city underneath LA, and that's what they use like Hollywood for.
I've actually seen
You
this,
seen
yeah.
that?
Secret celebrity Starbucks, underground LA, and that's why you never bump into like any celebrities when you're about the place.
Yeah, I never thought about it like that.
Get rid of all
gosh.
the evidence that were connected to the caves.
Oh Christ! Stag Radio out into LA and
Imagine.
see if this is true or not.
The 3 previous hosts of Stag Street is never seen again.
SK, you're up next.
Yes, with my conspiracy theory. So this isn't a conspiracy. Okay, this is a conspiracy, but I wanted to kind of delve into it a little bit more. So I know a little bit about a lot of conspiracy theories. As you see these like videos on the internet, there's like 8-hour long icebergs where they go down the conspiracy theories from the most well known, like flat Earth and like Bigfoot, and then you go all the way down. So somewhere along this,
That's a good one.
somewhere along this,
Forgot about Bigfoot.
Isn't it?
I've also heard about MK Ultra and about like some other stuff. The Dark Knight or Black Knight satellite. I know. I've been around the block, but the Mandela effect is, I think, one of my favorite ones. So I'm just going to go through the origin of it, and then some other stuff about it. I got some questions to ask you guys as well.
Okay.
'Cause I think the Mandela effect is really, really cool.
What's really annoying is I was going to do exactly this when I was planning.
Okay, so the explanation, like the origin of the Mandela effect, the reason it's called that is the Mandela effect is basically about false memories. So a lot of people have a recollection of Nelson Mandela dying in prison in 2008, despite the fact that he was released and he actually died in 2013.
Yeah, he was president of South Africa.
Yes, but the thing is that a lot of people, somehow, for some reason, erroneously claim, with full conviction, that he died in prison. And so this was so prevalent that in 2009, paranormal researcher Fiona Broom, she coined the term, I think, the Mandela effect, after she learned about this. Or I think that's what it's called, because it's related back to this false memory. But these false memories happen over and over and over, consistently and consistently. I've got some questions to ask you, just to sort of go over this. Like, do you remember the line when Darth Vader says to Luke...
Yes, Luke, I am your father.
Yes, okay. So the actual quote is, no, I am your father. But everyone always quotes it, and he even remembers it, even hears it as a Luke, I am your father. But that was never the original quote.
No,
that was never the original quote. This keeps going. In Wizard of Oz, everyone thinks that the line is, Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. But the actual line is, Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. But I've seen posters with this stuff like misprinted on it, because people believe it so confidently that they've got the quote correct.
That's bad on production then, if they're making merch with like wrong quotes from their
Yeah,
film.
I know. But it's interesting. Like,
That's what you take from this.
No, I'm just
what
saying
about
that's
it? Doesn't
bad.
even and with quotes as well. You know the Monopoly man and his little
Yeah.
monocle.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have one.
What?
No, he does.
No.
Where's
This
where's
is
my
a
friend
real
Phil?
thing.
He does have a monocle.
He doesn't. Everyone always remembers one thing, and then they're faced with reality, and it's a completely different thing.
Oh no, 'cause this is like doing the you've got the emoji of the burglar, and
Yeah.
it's him with like, a sack over his arm.
Yeah.
That emoji never existed.
That's not true. I don't
That is
believe
true.
it's
I've
that.
had this about like emojis and stuff. Some people are saying something about the seahorse emoji. I
Oh
didn't
my
look
God,
too deeply
yeah.
into it. Do you know what that was about
Yeah, it's
specifically?
literally like a red seahorse emoji, and they're like, it never existed. I can tell you, and I can look back at my messages from like 2015. It's there. I
But
can tell
this is the thing that happens over and over and over again. So people remember things confidently, and then it turns out it never existed. So what's the explanation for this? So I was looking at the plausible sort of explanations, and then also the sort of implausible explanations. The most, I think, common explanation is always the fact that people just have confabulation, right? Where like the brain misremembers something, or like it assigns information the wrong way, and then you retroactively try to come up with a story to explain why you're in the situation in the first place, or why you've remembered something wrong. So it's that, like, your brain is like filling in data incorrectly. Like everyone, I don't think anyone's actually really studied the Monopoly Man logo or things like that. No one's actually gone and studied.
There's some
the
loser out there
words.
somewhere who's
Probably
definitely
someone,
put it
someone
some piece
somewhere.
of his mind.
But by and large, people don't really remember or study things in great detail. You kind of have a vague recollection, and then it takes someone like me to fill in the details, like the monocle thing, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I remember that," and that's that's as much as it takes.
But what do you do when there's multiple people saying the exact same thing?
Well, this is the thing. It's like, well, things like that can spread. Like, that's how you have. That's my explanation for why stories of things like Bigfoot, etc., like spread. Like, some people saw something, and then they tell their friend that they saw something. It's like a game of telephone, and by the end, you might have just seen like a figure in the woods, and by the end of this game of telephone,
it's like exaggeration, isn't it? 'Cause it comes to that big thing that like the first person saw someone drink 5 pints, then the next time you tell a story, it's 10 pints, then it's 20.
Oh,
it's
yes,
30.
exactly. You're
And
like
it goes on
embellishing the
over
story.
Over time, it gets more exaggerated.
But what happens when you have like 100 people and each one of them is just embellishing it a little bit more than the last? And then you have these crazy tales of like things lurking in the mountains, or like things that like the chupacabra, or like the Yeti in the Himalayas. I think a lot of cryptid stories sort of come about this way. But there are also some other really more interesting explanations for the Mandela effect. So if I haven't convinced you with the fact that it might just be confabulation and could be explained through just like human psychology, there are also people who firmly believe that we are in a different timeline.
Oh my God, I believe in this. I've seen this. But you know what? It's true.
I think that water's hitting your head too much.
There's the explanation that when the Large Hadron Collider was first turned on.
No, yes, I do know this. I do see this. Yes,
But there's lots of explanations for how I think they're basically sort of misrepresenting quantum physics because no one understands it well enough. The people who are talking about the Mandela effect conspiracy theory don't understand quantum physics well enough.
Well, don't segregate them.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that, like, because I don't necessarily subscribe to that, but they say that when the Hadron Collider was activated, it set us on a different timeline,
Yes.
a different path, and that's why the only evidence is in these inscrutable things, like the design of Pikachu having like a black stripe on his tail or not.
Does
or,
he not?
He does.
Stuff like this. I can pull it up right now, but I encourage everyone to, if they're listening at home, to try and picture it in their head. What does Pikachu look like? And then search up a Google Images to see if you're correct.
He's yellow with a line, he's a black bolt in his tail.
I am too worried. I'm too scared to come down on either side because I know I'm going to be wrong. I feel like I'm going to be wrong no matter what I pick.
SK's about to become a minimalist. Like, he lives just in a windowless room now.
But
I have a
there's
question.
so many other
What's
explanations.
the
The what?
things that you say? The things that you said at the beginning.
For what? For what?
The
For Himalayas?
No.
What?
Do you know what is he saying? The thing you said at the beginning that the hymn restarted.
The what restarted?
You said something.
You did, but I don't remember the word, but I know exactly what he's talking about. But I know what he meant. Oh,
You
Jesus.
said like the hymn something, no?
I have no idea what you're
Alright.
talking about.
When you started your thing, you said something restarted and it reset the timeline.
Oh, the Large Hadron Collider.
Hadron Collider.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
no, I was talking about that. The Hadron Collider. Yeah.
Insane.
What was that?
It's so they split the atom, isn't it?
So it's a particle accelerator. So when you have
Oh, that's explained it. Yeah, no.
so basically, for in order to do like physicsy research, you need to have particles with a lot of energy in order to get like a proper reaction to happen, and you can observe it. So these reactions maybe take like fraction of a second to happen, and they're so unlikely to happen that they built this whole collider to just accelerate the particles, and then on the off chance that some of them collide with each other, and then they can record what happens when particles collide with each other. But with stuff like this, that's how quantum physics is like studied, with like these particle colliders. But it's such a
Because I saw one, and this isn't my theory that I've got,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I saw a conspiracy theory that, do you know the Big Bang?
oh yeah.
So basically, the Big Bang started because the Hadron Collider blew up.
What?
And we're stuck in an infinite loop. So the Big Bang happens, life, they build it blows up. That causes the Big Bang, life again starts. I mean, it's like an
I've heard
infinite loop.
about this as well. It's just like, because particle collision, like, I mean, if the idea is a particle collision can lead to can have a knock-on effect with a bunch of other things. This is what people claim. I think the Hadron Collider is actually much more structurally sound than a lot of people think. But
It's
some
not
people
Chernobyl.
think,
Yeah.
but some people think that the Hadron Collider could collapse into like a black hole and could end all life on Earth or something like that. It's a bunch of intense stuff. But I think it's basically because people kind of only don't really know that much about quantum physics. I don't know much about quantum physics. But this is the idea. Like,
spell physics.
I tried to look it up, and they were talking about like they were trying to talk about like quantum entanglement and all this other stuff, and I was like, all right,
You've
that's-
lost me
I
completely.
agree.
Yeah.
I'm like going in one or
it's
the
so
other.
much, but it's intense. It's like the only thing I know about quantum entanglement is like if you there are particles that have this relationship where if you know the state of one particle, like the way it's spinning or like how fast it's traveling or something,
I just
you
hold
can
it right
see-
there.
you
I
can
think
see
it's-
again. So I do electrical engineering, so like I like physics, and so it's
Us
kind
with
of
our
goes hand in
politics
hand.
and English degrees. Just trying.
But hey, like I might be wrong as well. I think physicists might be having like an aneurysm watching this. So like I
If a
invite you all.
physicist is watching this, something's
Yeah.
gone wrong.
But this is the
thought-
idea. Like, people basically think the Hadron Collider is the explanation for why things in this world don't seem the right way. That we all have a collective misremembrance because we're all remembering things from the original timeline. But then when the Hadron Collider was set off, we were all set on a different course in a different timeline, and that's why nothing is the way it should be.
I thought this was going to go in a really different direction. I thought you were going to say that we're like in the wrong calendar or something. Like we've
Oh,
got
jeez.
13 months instead of 12.
This is so much beyond the wrong
That's
calendar.
what I thought you were saying. That's what I thought. I was like, I agree.
What have you got? We've got the wrong calendar.
Yeah, have you not seen that? Where it's like 13 months.
No,
instead
I've
of 12,
seen that.
and
Yeah,
then it's,
like December
perfect.
should be the 10th month.
Yeah.
'cause it's
I
deck and-
have heard
That's
about
what I
that.
thought you were going on about.
Right,
Not
well-
the hiding and whatever.
You've got the first syllable
Hadron
correct.
Collider.
Hadron
What?
Collider.
Hadron Collider.
Hadron Collider.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what? Fine.
That water is really hitting him.
When we do an English themed podcast,
Oh, I'm
Sophia's
there.
going to be on it.
I am there. I'm telling you.
But anyway, that is my conspiracy theory. There are a lot of like other weird or wacky explanations about like time travel being into, or like aliens intercepting
God, I
on
believe
timeline.
that as well.
It's nuts. So I invite you all to like look into it further as well. Obviously with a pinch of salt and a shot of water, probably. To
Well,
go after it, but
Along those lines,
explore.
I think it's best that we cut here and we have some water,
Yes,
and then we'll come back for the last conspiracy
final
theory.
conspiracy theory.
Hey.
Just say it. We can keep this in if you want.
Yeah, no, it basically was just like, I was going to ask, do you guys think that the black bit is at the end or the base of the Ikajuice Ale?
It's
Base.
I think it's at the
middle.
end.
It's at the middle.
You're saying the middle, you're
No,
saying...
wait.
It's at the end, but at the end and the
It's
middle.
at the end.
Yeah, right. Christy closed his eyes to picture Pikachu
minute.
perfectly. Yeah, right.
So you're saying the end, you're saying the end.
Yeah.
I think it's the end. I think we're all wrong.
So it's actually, it's kind of a trick question, but it's brown and it's at the base.
Wrong
Yeah.
color. And we're back. Oh wait, no.
We're not.
I hope we're not back yet.
That's a bleeper. And we're back. We're back.
Yeah.
And we're back. Okay, so my conspiracy theory
Oh
is
god, here we go.
is one that I found, and I thought this is the biggest load of ever. But I actually found a group of people online that believe this is real.
Okay.
So basically, SK, I'll ask you as our president,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about pigeons?
I think pigeons are cute. I think they're adorable. I think they are completely normal, fine creatures.
Well, you are completely incorrect.
good to know.
Because the birds aren't real conspiracy theory group asserts that all birds were exterminated by the US government and replaced with replicas and are secretly drones. So between 1959 and 2001, the government, the US government by the way, killed all birds. Alright? All of them. And yeah, they killed them using poisonous pellets.
Okay.
So pigeons are the primary spies, and they are used for surveillance. Bird poo, as you may know, being if a bird poos on your shoulder, it's good luck.
Yeah.
Wrong. Bird poo is actually how the government track you. So they track people and cars. So now some people,
Oh my
people say, "Oh,
goodness.
my car's covered in bird poo," which is the government's tracking you.
That's crazy.
This is where it gets a bit off the rails, and this is why I
Oh,
think
now it gets off the
that's why
rails.
I think this group is absolutely mental. Sophia, do you know who John F. Kennedy is?
Yeah.
Do you know why he was assassinated?
No.
Well, I can tell you up front, he was assassinated because he opposed the bird drone program.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and now, Sophia, 2020,
This question.
something happened in the world.
Yeah.
What was it?
COVID.
Now, why did we have COVID?
Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh no.
Why did we have COVID? Go on, SK, you can answer too. Why did COVID happen?
Because of the pigeons. Is it 'cause
Correct.
of
So,
oh my goodness.
COVID, the COVID-19 pandemic was actually orchestrated by the US government so they could carry out mass maintenance. Now, the evidence the group have for this is that the rumour why COVID started was someone ate a bat. However, a bat isn't a bird, it's a mammal, which kind of debunks it. But that's my conspiracy theory.
That's crazy. You know?
And when I found this, I thought this is absolutely insane. When I say I found subreddits and actual groups of people who are uploading photos of pigeons like glisten in their eyes saying, it's real, this pigeon followed me home, I think what it shows is we as a nation really work on education a lot more.
I visited my friend in Warwick, and I've actually got a photo with myself posing next to graffiti that says "Birds aren't real." When we're doing
That's the campaign
when
slogan.
we're doing promo for this, I'll give you that photo. This is incredible. The thing is, I don't get is that how do they explain? Like, how do you sure like the government exterminated all birds with poisonous pellets, and then what? No one saw like all of the birds falling from the sky. or
Well,
whatever,
SK,
like...
you're just being stupid.
Oh,
alright?
right, okay.
They
Enlighten me,
clearly
enlighten me.
didn't do it all in one go. They clearly did it slowly.
Right.
And what I love about this is the way they think they recharge the birds is through they perch on power lines.
Oh my god.
And that-
Oh,
And
my
again,
gosh.
COVID-19 wasn't a global pandemic that affected the world. No, it's because the birds needed maintenance.
See, this is the other thing I don't get.
I
Is
mean,
that you
I
said
never saw a pigeon during COVID. Did anyone else remember
I
that?
wasn't at my house. I wouldn't know.
They took care of the birds in America, sure. So how is this? Is this like a global conspiracy, or is this just in America? Like birds are real everywhere else, but just in America they're fake.
Yeah, and also it's the bird poo is tracking thing.
You know
I
what?
have-
It kind of makes sense. I'm not saying
What
I
do you
believe
mean
it,
it makes
but
sense?
it can make sense.
No,
Not the last part.
well, I have a vivid memory of, as a kid, of my brother being crapped on by a bird.
Uh-huh.
Now, I don't know what the US government's up to, but I can assure you, my brother's life is not that thrilling that it requires.
No, you continue. I would just have when you run through it. I am looking at the Birds Aren't Real website at the moment, and we can do a little addendum as with
Oh,
the extra
okay.
stuff that I've got from looking at this as well, so I can back you up with the.
Oh my.
Some off-camera input here from our production manager.
Sorry.
Birds are spies. All right, folks, you heard it here. You heard it here first on Stag
That's the
Radio.
part that I think could be believable.
Yeah, but who would track my brother?
I don't know. Trying to see what people
I mean,
are up
I've,
to.
I shared,
I've
I
had
shared
a
a
bird
room with that
crap on
person
me.
for 6 years. I can tell you, his life is not that interesting.
I've had a bird crap on me, and it's. I mean, to be fair, the ads have been getting more targeted.
And you,
actually.
but not be funny.
To be fair, maybe
SK,
this-
you do lead the Avengers.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Oh no.
Anyway, that is the end of our conspiracy theories. We will see you in the next part for our scary stories.
Yeah.
Wasn't Jonah
awesome.
gonna add his little thing?
Yeah. Wait.
I would like to
Addendum.
say that they have some beautiful quotes that go with the movement. 'cause
Oh,
that's how
Christ.
They self-describe.
I've started something.
Such as if it flies, it spies.
Oh.
They have a Birds of North America, but it's all like bird drones.
Oh my goodness.
One that just says "I am a lie."
I am alive.
Bird
Yeah.
watching goes both ways.
Oh, I've seen that before. I love that.
That is officially the new Stag Radio slogan. Bird watching goes both
That's a
ways.
club, not birds.
Why?
That's all.
We'll see you in part 2. To scary
Ready?
stories.
Go. Yummy.
I love all our different reactions to the sound of the shot.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
To Stag Studios.
Okay. So again, similar style horror stories. We'll start with Sophia first.
Oh wait, I've got to remember mine. Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, I got it.
Mhm.
Am I going now?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, in my school, this was not.
Oh, this is a real
This
relate
is
to
real.
you.
This was something that happened in my school. I'm not gonna say in my school, but in my school we had like boards on the wall, and it had like loads of names of like previous students or like honours students, and on all the boards was one name. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like Minnie or something like that. And there was a whole story, but like Minnie Mouse, right? Remember
Okay.
the name Minnie? There
That's
was
fair, I
another
was
one.
thinking.
I will.
Yeah. But the thing about her was that she was on every single board multiple times for like all the years. So you had a different honour board for each year. She was there for every single year. And there was a story behind it where we had a bell tower. And there was a story behind, disclaimers by the way. Got pregnant. So she got
Okay.
pregnant. Her head sort of didn't fall off, splattered on the wall. He had to paint the wall red.
And we're off the air.
Oh my.
My school had stories, but Christ.
A massive.
You don't have to put that in.
Is any of the footage from tonight usable? You went, disclaimer, your head didn't come off.
Disclaimer for everything, guys.
Up.
Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa el centro, uy, pa dentro.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Boom.
Where's the do or anything? You just.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh my god, mine is so nice. I'm gonna buy that again.
Anyway.
I love that one.
And welcome back to Stag Studios. We apologise, we had a bit of an issue with cameras, hence we've had to quickly swap that out. But SK scary story number 2.
Yeah. Oh yes. It's on me now, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay. So.
I don't think you're the only one that's stuck with a costume.
Yeah. And I say, should I take the eye patch off? Is that fine? Is that
Whatever's
is that weird?
comfortable.
I was sweltering.
I'll keep the eye patch off. See, I feel fine. Anyway. Okay. So this happened. Oh my days, when I was in like year 7, year 8-ish, but like school is not relevant, right? So I was just, I was on the internet, as you do, as like a teen, preteen.
Is this suitable for radio?
Absolutely it is. So I was there, and I was on, I think it was, I don't remember what it was. It was some website. I swear this is as sketchy as I'm making it out to sound. But
Sorry,
basically,
okay, we're all 13 months.
you know these chain email type things where it's like, if you don't send this to X number of people, blah blah,
Yes.
blah 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 blah. So it was in the comment section of something. It's like something Nintendo related, I think. And then basically in the comments it was like that one comment. Amongst all these comments of nice positive things, there was that one comment that said, if you do not send this to 5 people by midnight, when you're trying to go to sleep tonight, there will be a figure, a woman, who will stalk you, enter your house, and she'll come in and she would rip you apart, piece by piece. And it was horrifying. There's a vivid description of what she'd do to you. I was messed up, but also I wasn't popular enough to like have the number of people to send it to. So I was in a pickle. I didn't know what to do.
So I'd just be scared of. I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is the thing. I was horrified, and it was like, okay, I tried to send it to people, and obviously it didn't work because like no one responded back in time. I didn't know if they got it or not, and I couldn't get that 5th person. And then at the time I disregarded it because I was like, I don't believe in that stuff enough, really. But you know how I think I've always been a skeptic, but the thing is that like, you know, during the day you can be a skeptic, and then when it comes to night, when the lights got darker, when the atmosphere changes,
You
you
sleep
start,
with the lamp on. I'm with
yeah,
you.
exactly. You'd be a little more open-minded. That's what
Me
I'm saying.
tonight.
I was a little bit more open-minded. All right. So I was going to bed, and I kid you not,
Oh no, SK! Don't mess about.
I something chilled me awake. I was like,
No!
and
Don't mess.
this was about like 5 past midnight, so I've missed the deadline, and I can hear footsteps in my own house. But everyone should be asleep. And there's like the floorboards in my old house, they creaked a bit, so every footstep was like drawn out, and like so there's these like reverberating creaks happening, and it's all dark, and I'm awake, and I can feel the adrenaline pumping through my body already. I was like, oh no. And then it's like you can it's like it's almost comical where I could see there's one hallway light that
Oh my god, sorry, that really scared me. Sorry. Oh my god, sorry, go on, sorry.
Don't worry, it's not a demon. It's someone who's in Battersea Court.
so
Sorry.
there's one hallway light that we always leave on that's actually right by my room, so I can see it through like the door is like a little bit ajar, so I can see the like glowing orange light in this dark house, as I can see a shadow of someone. There's like a person. It's like stretched across the wall, and it looks like it's like lumbering across, and I don't know what to make of it. My heart stops in my chest, and I'm freaking out, and I don't know what to go. And I like start shaking, and I'm trying to brace myself for whatever comes, and I'm like, oh my god, this is because of that comment. I didn't send it to 5 people. I was like, oh no, is this how it ends? Is that how it changes? The footsteps get closer, the shadow gets closer and closer, this lumbering figure gets closer and closer, and you know who it was? It was my sister.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
My sister tried to use the bathroom, and she was in this white nightie. So that's what that's it's this thing. She looks, and she had like
Like my
hair
ghost costume.
Yeah, it's because I think she was ill or something at the time, so she has like her hair covering her face. That horrified me, and I told her the next morning. I was like, "You scared the daylights out of me," because I thought I was gone for, but it was just a lot of bad luck. And my family member. It was nothing more than that.
What the hell, man? I was going to say somewhere different. I feel like the ghost stories you used to get are both personal, and mine's like a true story that I found.
I'm so looking forward to yours
I'm
as well.
really excited.
But I
as
do
well.
also have a personal one which I could share.
You can share both.
Okay, well, we'll see you in a bit for mine.
No, that girl really bloody scared me then. Jesus
When
Christ.
she screamed, I almost went for Jonah. I don't know why you're my
I missed it entirely.
why you're my saving grace. I don't know. And welcome back.
And we're back.
And we're
Ready?
back. Right. So my scary story isn't personal, although I did have a personal one, which was weirdly enough was passed down throughout generations to my family. But
Of course.
I decided to go for one instead that is true.
Oh yeah.
Not the one that my family wasn't true, but this one actually has like an online one.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, you made loads of notes. I'm very curious to see where this goes.
I have a lot of free time. So in 2004, a girl was babysitting this two young couple. Sorry, these two young children for this couple. That water's really kind of hitting now. So after putting the two children to bed, she went downstairs. She cleaned up the house and she put on the TV. Now, the couple she was babysitting for were art collectors, so the house was full of all this weird kind of like pictures and, sculptures and things and whatever, and she took no notice of it. However, the one bit that did always stick out to her, and which kind of scared her, was a life-size clown figure in the corner of the living room. Okay? So, she was sitting down watching TV, and whatever it was, this clown figure was just freaking out. She didn't like clowns, wasn't her thing. So she called the dad of the two children and she asked the dad if, he'd mind if she just threw a bedsheet or something over the clown figure, because it was freaking her out and whatever. Now, this is where it gets a bit scary because the dad was very confused and told the babysitter that they didn't own a life-size clown figure and that he had no idea what she was on about. So with that, the girl... And again, this is a true story. You can look it up. The girl ran to the upstairs, got the two children, ran to the upstairs bathroom, locked the door, and called the police. The police arrive, and after hearing some hustling and shouting and things, whatever, a policeman knocks on the door, takes them outside, and the policeman says that they found the culprit, the clown figure, underneath the children's bed, holding a knife and a picture of the two children. This happened in 2004 in Kentucky in the United States, and why I like it so much was because the babysitter's name was Sophia.
What the hell? Why would you say that to me?
Oh my god!
Why would you say that?
I have heard the story before.
I've never heard that.
I
believe
believe
it's called the Crimson Clown. Now, the other bit that I've got for you both is that there is a film which I forget the name of because that water's really doing its job.
Hydrating.
But the film is a segment of it which is based off this, and one of the executive producers of the film were one of the children who were in the true story.
Goodness.
Mad.
Well,
Now,
it's good that they're able to
but now when the film was produced, the child who was at this point executive producer of the film said that one of the reenactments they made was so realistic she couldn't carry on, and this is a photo of the reenactment which they did.
Oh, that's not real.
Oh
though.
my god! Okay,
This is from the film.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
That's from the film. I don't know if you want to hold that closer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't
Thank you,
forget.
Jonah. But that is apparently so realistic, the executive producer of the film, who was one of the children in the case, could no longer work on the movie.
Oh,
That's wow. Let me get a closer look. My eyesight isn't too good with this eye patch.
And then,
Like,
but I've also got another one, a personal one, if you want to keep it all personal.
what?
If
What?
you want to see.
But what was it? It was like a person.
So
It was
this was a reenactment.
It's called the Crimson. I think it was called the Crimson Clown. It was a murderer in Kentucky.
I did not know this was real. I've known this story for years. I didn't. It's right now that I found out
It is
this
a true
real.
story.
That is horrific.
But if you want to make it personal,
Yeah.
you should put, I do know I
I'm
have
very curious about this.
Is it
a personal one.
clowns?
No, it's not clowns.
Is it ghosts?
Right, so I don't remember who told me this story, but as far as whether it's true or not, I don't know, but I was told it. Anyway, so my family own a potato farm in Ireland. Keep the jokes as you will. Anyway, one night my auntie, which was a young girl, my dad's siblings, whether they all are young, So my auntie was sharing a room with my great grandmother, her nan, one night, and she was awoken in the middle of the night by my great nan sitting up in bed, murmuring to herself. And the only bit she ever made out was my great nan said, "Don't worry, I'll tell them tomorrow."
Nah.
Anyway,
Nah.
my auntie goes back to bed. The next morning, my auntie gets woken up by this kind of like shouting in the kitchen. So she goes into my uncle's room and says, "Do you know what they're shouting about?" Whatever. And my uncle says, "Oh, Nan said that our uncle passed away, and our dad's, saying he's going to scare the kid and throw her out." Her dad being my pops. So anyway, I go into the kitchen. My great nan, their nan's left, type thing. And my pops is fuming. My pops is a very hard man, very loving man, very hard man. He's fuming, saying she was going to scare the kids. It's nonsense. His uncle hadn't passed away. It's nothing. But a few hours later that day, my granny answers the phone. And it is a call from the morgue in Newton Donegal saying that my pop's uncle had passed away in the night.
Oh my
God.
goodness.
Now, my auntie swears by this story. My sister's not told me this story. My dad is in two minds about it, saying that she was always a creative. My dad says my auntie was always creative as a little girl type thing, blah, blah, blah. And he dismisses it.
Gosh.
But my pops was an amazing man. But this man used to tell stories. I'm convinced he's the man that made crop circles. He's a bit mental. But he swears his mum, my great nan, was a witch. And that was the one thing he swears by. But then again, in Ireland, to be a witch could mean anything. That just means you supported the British during the war. Do you know what I mean? It is not much. But that's my true story.
Gosh. Wow. Okay. That's intense. I am as scared as your family as I've ever been. With some of the stories,
what I like is us two walk the same way home, but you walk home alone.
Yeah, this is going to be intense. I'm going to be honest.
Why didn't you tell me before you made me dress up as a witch before I came? Seriously.
Look, I wear a St. Christopher and a crucifix. Unprotected, guys.
Oh my goodness. Okay, it's alright.
But I think that is wrapping it up.
Yeah, that's about wrapping it up. Oh my gosh.
So we're not sleeping tonight. That is lovely.
I'm going to be horrified for the rest of the night.
I'm skipping my 9 a.m. tomorrow, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Outro?
Yeah, I was going to say, thank you very, very much for watching.
Put our outfits back on.
Oh, yeah, actually, hang on. Let's put our outfits back on. We might cut back to this. 3, 2, 1,
go.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, so we're going to bleep all of that. Gotta love water.
Chris, I nearly choked.
While this mayhem is ensuing, I'm going to say thank you very, very much for watching this Halloween edition of Stag Studios.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much. I want to say a big thank you to also our newly appointed committee. I don't know if you want to give a cheer from
Jonah, Nathan, and Maddie.
Maddie.
You isn't here. You are amazing.
Thank you. So,
Hey!
I'm so glad I'm not on
Right.
camera for that.
That's Jonah getting promoted.
Thank you so much to the team. We could not have done it without you, and thank you so much for you watching us be just getting real hydrated and telling a bunch of cool stories. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween. Hopefully not too spooky, not too scary. Hope you want to keep it fun. But yes, if you have any feedback, any advice, please leave it in the comments. Please subscribe, ring the bell, like all that good stuff. Wherever you're hearing this, we hope that you have a good day, a good week, a good whatever, a good Halloween. And we will see you in the next episode of Stag Studio. And that's goodbye from all of us.
Woo! That's Halloween done, people.